YouTube. We are live on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. New Times here. Welcome you. Thank you, Steven. We're starting now. Thank you, Steven. Thank you so much for having us.
Roberto, thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, this is a live show. We have right now 432 followers and it's increasing right now. We have Colombia, Panama, Venezuela, Mexico, and this is an expert. This is Steven, and this is for your questions. Okay, let's start. Steven, who is Steven?
Hi, I'm Steven Luttrell. I've been in the industry for 35 years. I'm aware of hair. I also wear hair, so I walk in the client's shoes every single day. My studio is in Jupiter, Florida. I was in Fort Lauderdale for most of my career, but I've been in South Florida, so it's one of the hardest places to wear hair. The humidity, the lifestyle, we live in the water, we boat, so it's extreme conditions, but in extreme conditions, it can be easily worn.
I got the first question, Steven.
Yes.
There was one person asking, I don't need hair, but I would like to try your system. Is that possible? It's Hispanic from Puerto Rico. What do you think?
I mean, why you don't need hair, but you'd want somebody else's hair, but you could do it. I mean, for theatrical purposes, you could shave your head down and put it on, but you got to realize you are going to remove the area that you're going to put the system on. So in order for it to bond on and disappear, basically, and be camouflaged.
Just a reminder, this is a live show. We have 627 and growing. So if you have any question here in the audience, please be free to ask. And Steven is gonna answer. Okay, Steven. So, what is the best technique to use to wear a hairpiece? What is the maintenance? Because people are saying, is that a high maintenance? Why? How do I have to keep it? Do I have to buy the remover? What kind of tape do I need? Do I need to bond it? How do you wear a piece?
Well, personally myself, I wear hair 24 hours, 7 days a week. I sleep in it, I exercise in it, so I only take it off for service or to replace hair. Which is every month I replace the hair and throw it away. The reason we throw it away is because the base is extremely thin and there's very little base to inject and put the hair into. But it's about the realistic look. It's about something that disappears on the scalp and looks very realistic. So you can attach it in 3 different ways. You have tape, you have bonding, which is a full head bond, or you can perimeter bond and not use as much adhesive, which you're not going to get the longevity out of that also. So and they find what's easy for the client and their lifestyle to be the determining factor of what bonding technique you do.
Steven, we're talking to professionals here, most cosmetologists. In this case, why New Times Hair, and why to give your name to this company, New Times Hair? Why not other?
Well, I've been through the industry. I've been through a lot of different companies here in America, and I met these guys back in 2012. They came to Fort Lauderdale, and I was incredibly impressed with them. They were willing to work with me, listen to me, the end user, the retailer, and so that really helps me that I'm able to give my clients what I know they want versus somebody that might be just a salesman or a corporate person that's been in the industry for a long time, doesn't wear hair, doesn't live in that, doesn't ever touch the end client, never see the end client. So when you have somebody that's really willing to cooperate with you, it's a home run. It really is. And these people have been so great, so incredible. They're an incredible team of people. And last year I was here with the show, and we did a few things. And this year they've grown and expanded and got an incredible team. So that really makes my life as a retailer so much easier, which makes my client easier also.
Okay, I'm going to ask Adam. Adam is our sales rep. Adam, if there's somebody interested, please, to ask a question, let me know so we can pass the microphone, okay? We're live. We're 700 people now on Facebook. Thank you very much. Facebook, welcome. And TikTokers, also welcome. Also, what is the best suggestion you can give to younger guys? Is there pieces for younger guys or older guys? What is your opinion?
Well, I think it doesn't discriminate. I think if you've got hair loss and you're thinning, well, this is an instant gratification. Transplants and all the other things, it takes time for this. I give you hair today. There is no waiting 6 months, a year to see if, my transplants worked. So this is a way to get hair, get what you want. You can change the style. You're not stuck with the style. You can go from short to long. So there's no really confinements to it. So for the young guys, which today, it's a lot easier with young guys because they're much more cosmetic than they were when I was young. When I was young, guys didn't thread their eyebrows. They weren't as cosmetic. They didn't wear makeup. Today, your younger guys, they're all in. So it's all about cosmetics. So it's so much easier to sell the client on the whole idea of wearing hair, which back in the day, it had a stigma behind it.
And there's a good way to do business in America. It's called program hair. So this is a secret, guys. You're in the Cosmo business, right? You are in the hairstyle business. So when you have your customer, you don't sell one piece. You don't get one piece only sold. You sell a program for 1 or 2 years, and believe me, that's when the business is. When you have 6 pieces, 7 pieces, or 10 pieces per year, that's when your customer is going to be you for life. And that's when you get your program, okay? How is the program here now working in the U.S.?
It's incredible because it just makes it really easy for the client. They're confident because they know they're going to get what they're getting.
The supply is never going to end.
Exactly, and it's like hiring a trainer. If you went to a trainer and said, okay, we're going to hire you once and expect results, you're not going to get that results. So this way, you walk the client through the process. They know that you're always going to be there for them every month, every 2 weeks, whatever it is they need to come in. But it's about building the confidence because if the client loves what they're doing, my life is easy. I don't have to find new clients. So program is really a way to go because, again, it locks them into a confident program.
So what is better? Is the skin, lace, mix, and why?
Personally, I like skin because, one, I'm very active. The adhesives that we use today are very safe. They're water-based, so they do break down.
Is that real skin or it's polyurethane?
It's a polyurethane.
But
we call it skin because it looks like a second skin. You put it on the back of your hand, and you can see the veins in your skin. So, therefore, it looks like nobody's going to look at your scalp and think, oh, my God. I'll give a quick example. I had a client that had a fiance. Finally, one day, after coming to me for many years, she says, when you go to Steve, does he put each one of those hairs in your head every month? So even her being up close and that intimate with him couldn't tell that he was wearing an actual piece, but she actually thought I was injecting hair like a transplant every month. So that's how realistic it is when you have that thin skin. Now lace, on the other side, because it's open, it's like a wedding veil material. So the adhesive, as it breaks down, and everybody breaks it down differently, if the client starts pushing on that lace, it's going to push that adhesive through. And then you start getting into a disaster area, and the client's going to get frustrated. So for me, the skin is the most user-friendly, and that's what makes, again, the end user has to be the winner. And
one of the common questions I get all the time is the hairline. How important is the hairline, Steven?
Well, the hairline's important because, again, you want to wear your hair up. Nobody wants to wear just bangs all the time. I mean, every style has different. When I got into the game, Ricky Martin was around, so this flipped up front was going on, but also I was competing against all the guys started shaving their heads and wearing goatees. So I was competing against a market, then a stigma of bad hair pieces and rugs. So in order for me to deliver, I had to deliver something that the young guys wanted. And with a thin, really invisible hairline, you could do anything you want.
And as a matter of respect, we supply to many artists. Of course, we're not going to reveal the names, but you mentioned one of them, and actually it's one of them. But just to let you know, it's hair that people don't know they're wearing hair, and it's something so natural that is undetectable. And they're asking me, why China? Why not Vietnam? Why not Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia? Why China? China is normally the mecca of the hair. And there's a special place, it's Qingdao in Shandong. Why Qingdao? What do you think is so popular here in China nowadays?
I think it's just the quality of their labor. They really take pride in their labor and what they do. And so that really makes, again, you get a product from some of these other countries and it's not really the best product you're getting. So the quality there is so good, you can't beat them. I mean, they're 110%ers.
And there was a Chinese entrepreneur who asked me, what do you think? And he said, well, you tell me. You know why is the competition between Koreans and Chinese entrepreneurs that they try to bring the quality up, and that's why China became the mecca of the hair. And that's why in America, we joining efforts to sell in the United States with a Chinese factory. So what else can you tell us about the hairpiece? What are the benefits of wearing a hairpiece and not wearing one?
Well, the first benefit is you're going to look better. You're going to look younger, which is, for your older guys, that's really incredible. Now, some guys that are maybe 22, 23 years old, you put it on, they're going to be carded all the time. They're going to ask for an ID because now they look 16. So, so that's not so good for some guys, but at the end of the day, they got hair, and that's the most important part of it.
Perfect.
But, it gives them confidence, because, again, nobody wants to wear a hat everywhere. So this way, they want what they see in this guy have and that hairstyle. So nobody wants to just wear a hat. They want to be like everybody else.
Yes. Adam, I'm going to pass you the microphone, please, for the audience to ask any question, please. Ask anything.
If anyone has any questions, just ask me. Eric, I think.
Well, I do have a question. What's your favorite kind of tape or adhesive? And hopefully it's from Walker Tape.
Okay.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I've been using Ghost Bond for a long time. I met those people back when they were coming from Ireland and hooked up with the On-White company. So I kind of helped develop that product a little bit as an experiment and going back and forth with my own clients living in South Florida, humid. I've used Walker Tape for a long time also in some of their products. So everybody, and again, you have to find what works for your client because every product, everybody's skin is different. Everybody's body chemistry is different. So it's not always a one fits all. So sometimes you have to use a little bit of different things. I love the blue liner tape. It's great. It's incredible. For your lace pieces, lace tape is incredible. Again, it's about the most user-friendly products that I'm not an acrylic person. I don't like those kind of. It oozes. It's messy. I just don't like them, and I don't think they're as safe as some of the other products, basically.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we have a question from Venezuela in Caracas. So it says lace or for the weather, lace or skin because I sweat a lot.
I live in South Florida, so I live in not Miami, but Fort Lauderdale, and I go to the beach. I live here for a lifestyle. I moved from Ohio from the cold weather for a lifestyle. So when I got into this, I was kind of resistant. I did women's stuff first. I was shaving my head with a goatee because I'm not going to wear one of those wigs. I want to go to the beach. I want to work out. But I wear skin every single day, like I said. And the thing of it is, when it does break down, it's easy maintenance. For me, the lace with the adhesive with a full head bond, it's not as easy maintenance. A little more frustrating for me, even as a professional sometimes.
From Chicago, they're happy to see you, Steven, from Chicago. I'm very happy to have Steve on the show. And Steve, what is the gray hair for men's pieces? Is that natural hair?
It's all natural hair, human hair. Some of the grays are synthetic blends with yak and human hair both. But at the end of the day, it's human hair because you want human hair. You want to be able to highlight it. You want to be able to cut it naturally. You want to be able to take it down. I mean, this is real hair, but I want my hair to look like his hair. And I want the versatility of human hair. If it's a synthetic system, it's a wig. It does what it does, and it doesn't do anything else. And if you try to put a curling iron heat to it, you're going to melt it.
And there's a reason for the synthetic and the low rates of gray, right? So you can keep the gray because the plastic is not going to take the color. So in this case, when you want to, color the piece, then the gray hair is not going to take it. So you're going to respect that 5% or 10% of gray hair, right?
Correct, exactly.
Okay. But there's a reason also that more than 50% of gray, it's human hair. So if you color it, you color the whole piece. And we don't use yak hair. That's a very important thing. What are the benefits of the yak hair and not the benefits?
Well, the benefit of yak hair is it's somewhat like human hair. It's got movement compared to synthetic hair. But at the end of the day, it's not really human hair. So therefore, you're going to get different reaction if you put chemicals or color to it or bleach to it. So you're going to get a funky kind of color, for lack of better words.
Well, we have a question from Kazakhstan. It's saying, why jack hair and what is jack hair?
Why jack hair? It's been around a long time. The ethnic community uses a lot of yak hair because of the texture. Their texture is kind of a kinky, coarse hair. So it's very similar to that texture. So it's easy for them to use yak hair. But in Caucasian hair, the hair is finer. So it's not as, it doesn't move the same. It's not as free-flowing and it's not as soft.
They're saying yak the animal? Is that an animal?
Correct. It's an animal. It's like a llama.
A llama. Where do they live normally, the yak?
Usually in Northern Asia for the most part.
Got it. What is the most common color for men's pieces?
The most common color for men's pieces? Anywhere between a medium brown and a dirty blonde is the most popular colors.
Antonio from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is asking, what is the program here again? Can you explain how can do business with program here?
Program here is where you go in and you sit down with the retailer and basically they tell you that, okay, you're going to get so many systems and so many services throughout the year. And again, you can change that and alter that according to what your needs are and how you run your business. My clients personally, they come in and basically they get either a new hair system every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. And they know that in the beginning. So we always have a hair reserve and they're just happy that they know that they can come in and, hey, you know what, I got to go out of town in 3 weeks, I'm going to be gone. I've got their hair in-house for them. So it makes life easy for the client.
Okay, this is from Colombia. I'm a girl and I would like to wear a men's piece. Can I? Because I have short hair. Can I do that?
Sure, you can wear a men's piece. My women do the same thing my men do. I do women with extreme hair loss. I don't do just thinning hair. I just do extreme hair loss. So again, their hair is not going to grow back. So whatever little bit of hair they have left, I remove that weak area of the hair and I bond on a skin system because a woman also wants to have a part in a hairline and not look like a wig. So therefore, and again, my women have extremes, so they want to wake up in the morning and have hair. They want bedhead.
I got a call from Long Island, New York. They're saying, why Walker hair? I got some problems with some adhesive. Do you recommend Walker hair?
Walker hair?
Walker adhesive hair.
Walker adhesives? Walker adhesives, yes. I mean, Walker's a great company. There's all these companies the adhesive companies are great companies. They really have got safe adhesives. They all work with you really well. And some of them have crossed over. They got the same kind of product. But everybody, like I said, everybody's different chemically. So you might have one client that does really well in Walker and another one that might do really well in Ghost Bomb or Professional Hair Labs.
Rolando Andes from Brazil. He's asking, how do I remove the hair and when do I need to remove it?
Well, you'll know when it needs to be removed because the adhesive is going to start breaking down. Not everybody. I have some clients that they come in 4 weeks, and I am working very hard to get this off because their body chemistry is perfect. If everybody was like that, I wouldn't have to work so much. But there's different techniques. Some people can get off with alcohol, and we have adhesive removers also that can remove it. But for the most part, it will peel off like a Band-Aid, and it's very similar to a Band-Aid. When you wear a Band-Aid for a couple of days, the edges start getting, because you got dirt and oils, and it just starts to be easy to peel off.
Okay, Evelyn is asking, I'm very sensitive skin. I have very sensitive skin. Is that a good product for me?
It's a great product. I mean, I've got clients, I've only had one client really have a reaction to it, and that's it. I mean, so I've really, knock on wood, I've really had great success with all the adhesive that they have out there today.
They're saying, do you also do ladies wigs?
Yes, I don't do wigs. I do hair replacement, so I do severe hair loss. In other words, women that have severe alopecia. They have no hair on the top, the panels on the side are gone. So I basically, they could wear a wig, but they don't want to wear a wig. They want something that's attached, just like my men.
I want to thank you. We have more than 3,000 followers live from Facebook. Thank you so much for following from Australia, from New Zealand, from China. We have actually with China. And they really thank you. Thank you so much, Stephen. And if you have any other question, we want to thank you. And remember, we have another show at 3 o'clock. We're going to have gifts and presents. Good presents, because if they're presents, they need to be nice, right? You don't want to have like crappy presents. You need to have a good present. We're going to have it here for you, 3 o'clock. Stephen, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And they give great gifts. I get great gifts at Christmas time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye.